Hello, today we're going to take a look at a beautiful ending by the third world champion Capablanca. If we look at this position, it looks like white has a problem, a loose pawn. But because of that loose pawn, they have an option to go into the enemy camp and have a beautiful attack. So, g3 takes the loose pawn, check, has to move h4, f3 attacks another pawn, pushes one more pawn up, f4, check, goes g5, e4, f6. And here already black has problems because there might be a forced checkmate. So what black has to do, g8, defend. g7, check, really good move. Black has to go h8, we take one more pawn. Better position for white. e8, again, there might be a checkmate. f5, e4, and another time, there's a really dangerous move, f6. f4, check, they have to leave, e5. g4 attacks the pawn. g7, check. Goes g8, but if after g7 he takes the pawn, we go g7, take the rook, exchange, d5, goes f7, and this is a winning position for white, well, because the king eats more pawns. But if after g7 the king goes g8, then we go a7, and this obviously is an easy win for white.
Hello. You see this? This means that I'll never turn my back on you. And if you don't want to do the same, please subscribe to my channel and show me love. In exchange, I will give you even more interesting content. ALEXX CHESS out.
Let's take a look at another ending by Capablanca. His idea here was to go into the enemy camp through this pawn. So let's see how he did it. g3, f8, f5, takes, goes f4, goes back on e7, attacks the rook. We have to take the pawn and defend the rook. h4 pushes his pawn. h6 defends that passed pawn. g7, and a beautiful move, h4 takes the pawn. And this position is a winning position for white.